lunar eclipse myths from around the world. Not long ago, specifically on September 7th, 8, 2025, almost the entire globe had the opportunity to witness a lunar eclipse. However, long before the advent of modern astronomical technology, various stories and traditions emerged to explain this natural phenomenon. Have you ever heard any stories about lunar eclipses? Let's explore some of them below. Asia. Stories regarding lunar eclipses common across Asian countries often feature mythological figures such as dragons and deities. Examples can be found in the Philippines and China, specifically ancient China. Both cultures hold long-standing beliefs that a lunar eclipse occurs because a dragon is devouring the moon. The difference lies in the response. People in the Philippines would make loud noises, such as ringing bells or banging drums and cooking pots, to drive the dragon away, whereas the ancient Chinese would shoot arrows into the sky. People in Japan and India shared a similar belief regarding the phenomenon, that food becomes poisoned during a lunar eclipse. Ancient Japanese people believed the moon's reddish hue during an eclipse signaled that it was being poisoned and that this poison would rain down upon the earth. To prevent this, people in both India and Japan would abstain from eating and cover their water wells while the eclipse was taking place. Meanwhile, in Bali, there is a belief that a lunar eclipse stems from a conflict between Kalarau, a giant, and Dewi Rati, the moon goddess. The dispute would culminate in Kalarau attempting to swallow Dewi Rati, only to be thwarted by Balinese villagers who disrupted him by banging on rice-husking mortars. A remarkably similar story circulates in Java, though the figure believed by the Javanese people to have swallowed the moon is Batara Kala, the god of time and death. The African continent. African societies hold fascinating perspectives on the phenomenon of lunar eclipses. Among the Batamaliba community in Togo and Benin, a lunar eclipse is viewed as a symbol of conflict between the sun and the moon. Meanwhile, in other regions such as Nigeria, the Yoruba people believe that an eclipse serves as a warning from their ancestors. To address the eclipse, they perform spiritual cleansing rituals, prayers, and fasting to neutralize negative energy. You may be familiar with stories of the god Ra. However, beyond the tales of this sun god, the civilization of ancient Egypt also held its own interpretations of lunar eclipses. Certain ancient Egyptian texts associate lunar eclipses with a disruption affecting the goddess Mat, the personification of justice and the cosmic order. Much like in other parts of Africa, ancient Egyptian priests would perform rituals to restore balance. The American continent. In the beliefs of the Inca people of South America, a lunar eclipse was thought to occur when a celestial jaguar attacked the moon goddess. To drive the jaguar away, the Inca would make loud noises and release their dogs outside. Unlike the previously mentioned stories involving mythological figures, the Maya people of Central America believed that lunar eclipses posed a danger to pregnant women and children. For protection, people used metal objects or amulets and avoided strenuous activity while the eclipse was taking place. Meanwhile, in North America, the Hupa and Luiseno tribes believed that an eclipse occurred because the moon was ill. They sang songs to offer spiritual support and expressed their hope for the moon's recovery. Europe. If you have ever watched movies or television series about vampires, you are likely familiar with the rituals these creatures perform during a lunar eclipse. Beliefs regarding vampires are often linked to lunar eclipses, particularly in Central Europe. In Romania, for instance, an eclipse is viewed as a time when vampires gain greater power due to the absence of protective moonlight. Moonlight is considered a shield for humans against dark forces, and its disappearance during an eclipse is believed to create an opening for demonic powers to emerge. Consequently, during an eclipse, many families would light candles, hang garlic, and tightly seal their windows. Beyond vampires, there are equally popular tales concerning the transformation of werewolves. In medieval Europe, people believed that when the moon shifted to a blood-red hue, werewolves would become stronger, more ferocious, and uncontrollable. Australia. In Australia and Oceania, some indigenous communities also hold unique interpretations of the lunar eclipse. For example, the Yolngu people of Arnhem Land view the lunar eclipse as a symbolic meeting between the moon, male, and the sun, female. In contrast, the Arrernte people regard the eclipse as an ill omen, believing the moon is under attack by evil spirits or supernatural beings. During an eclipse, community members avoid activities that require leaving their homes, lighting fires, or speaking loudly. Some Noongar groups in Western Australia believe eclipses occur when evil spirits attempt to disrupt the moon's journey. To ward this off, they burn native plants such as eucalyptus leaves and recite ancestral chants or prayers as a ritual to drive away spirits and seek protection. These stories about lunar eclipses from various parts of the world reflect the diverse ways in which humans interpret natural phenomena. Despite differences in narrative and symbolism, the stories mentioned above illustrate how the lunar eclipse, originally a natural phenomenon, has been interpreted through mythological, spiritual, or even moral tales passed down through generations. With advancements in technology and our understanding of astronomical phenomena, these lunar eclipse stories now stand as cherished cultural legacies from around the world.